The Mavericks look to tangle with a fellow Western Conference foe coming into town for this game today. This is Kevin Harlan here to call the action. With me, Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. For the Hornets, happy to be here in New Orleans right now in the midst of a homestand. Looking at where they've been, guys, where they're headed right now, hard to say exactly considering they have not played that well.
Boy, they've really struggled sliding south in a big way here. So the confidence has waned. As a matter of fact, it's starting to disappear. But on a one win can flip the script and hopefully get them back on the right track. We'll see if that can happen.
Well, and for me, I'd like to see some changes. Move some players around, possibly change the lineup, put players in different roles. You got to shake things up. I mean, they've been in a rut now for a while, and it's time to try something new.
And here are the Mavericks starting five, courtesy of State Farm. Clutch, he's in at the point. Scola out there at Pau Gasol. And it's Caron Butler. And it's Terry in at the two-guard spot. And for the Hornets, Ariza is the three with West and Okafor rounding out the front court. Chris Paul is out there with Willie Green. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, Kevin, I spoke briefly with Monty Williams. I asked how they're planning to handle one of the more explosive offenses in the NBA, and he responded by saying they'll do everything they can to force their stars into shots they aren't comfortable taking. They know they'll still score points, but making each look as tough as they can is their primary goal, gentlemen.
Great, thank you, Doris. So a little bit worried, Clark, about containing the opposing offense today.
Well, they better be. I mean, they've got a lot of weapons and scoring threats over there.
Steve?
Well, the way they play, I mean, they come out hard out of the gates, and you've got to be prepared defensively. You've got to be on your toes and be ready for that onslaught that you know is coming.
Goes right up, and he converts the layup.
You know, for a little guy, he's really got game on the low block. His combination of strength and footwork make him a load to handle down there.
Now here's Paul. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Tipped.
Well, that was a serious heave there. You can't blame him too much for not being able to corral it in.
And yes, sir, that one drops. He has 6.
Well, that's great. You take advantage of that turnover and convert at the other end.
Absolutely. I mean, points off turnovers this time generated off the steal.
So here is West. He's coming off a 22-point game against Houston.
Well, they're shooting 75% here early on, even with that miss.
Here's Clutch, guarded by Green. On the wing, Jason Terry, defended by Paul. Shot clock at 6. And that's the devastating one-handed jam.
No reason to get fancy, just keep it simple. Like pound cake, a basic throwdown.
No need for theatrics, right?
That's right.
That's right. No 360 necessary there. Nothing fancy.
Now here's West. Right now averaging 17 points a game.
Boy, that was a tremendous rebound for a pint-sized fella. That's how tough he is. Not intimidated at all in the paint.
And Butler backing him in. The baseline J. Scola, no luck. The Hornets trail. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, that was a blowout. Just totally ugly game. Not competitive at all.
You know, Steve, we thought it would take their best effort coming into this game, and obviously it was far from it.
Okafor gets the bucket. Here's Clutch. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Utah. Defended by Paul. He kicks it to Scola. Count it. Here's Paul. They trail by 1. Pick by West. Paul kicks it to West. The leader, rebounded by Luis Scola.
You'd expect him to nail that one being that close to the hoop.
Some good ball movement here. Here's Clutch, and Okafor sends it back. And here are the Hornets. They trail by 1. It's game number 2 of the season against the Mavericks for them.
Despite the result, though, guys, I thought they played pretty well. I mean, they just ran into a tougher opponent on that particular day.
Not only a tougher opponent, but a red-hot team, Steve. Boy, good anticipation. A solid play to pick off that entry pass.
Here's Paul, looking for his first bucket of the game. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
He wants to make a few adjustments out there, and he's running through those with his team right now.
Let's take a look at the players that have been grabbing rebounds in bunches to lead the NBA over the last 10 games. And take a look at Okafor. He does a great job inside, one of the top rebounders in the league.
Boy, that's a bunch of caroms, boy, for a 10-game stretch, Kevin. I mean, the opponents he's faced, it's not like they've all been bad rebounding teams either. That makes it even more impressive what he's done on the boards.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Jason Smith, he's checked in for West. And Jared Jack is subbed in for Chris Paul. Here's Jack, averaging 8 points a game. Smith and the Hornets miss again.
I like the shot, despite the miss. I mean, that's his range.
And that one's good by Stevenson. Stevenson's got his first points in this one. And here's Ariza, right now averaging 7 points a game. The Mavericks pull it in. Scola's got 3 rebounds now in this one. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
I thought they forced a lot of shots offensively, guys. They just didn't seem organized or efficient at that end of the floor. That's why they got so stagnant and shot such a poor percentage.
Couldn't agree more. Disorganized would be a word. Dysfunctional. I mean, way too many times they're going one-on-one or running the shot clock all the way down and then having to jack some crazy shot up. That was the problem, just not organized.
And Green gets it to go.
That was just a perfect feed there.
Dallas with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Straight up, and Okafor. Sends it back. The Hornets trail by 5. Now Jack. Okafor backs in. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, don't give up anything for free. I like that. Send him to the line.
Yeah, they don't want to sit back and watch you lay it in. I mean, make them earn it. Make them earn it. Don't give up anything easy.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Clutch. 8 points for him. Jacks up a 3. They get it again. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Mavericks.
Tune in next Thursday. Blake Griffin and the Los Angeles Clippers take on Kobe Bryant and the LA Lakers, live from downtown LA. Don't miss out.
The Mavericks leading, and at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that will be the first game of 5 straight at home. So with Gasol on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. Clutch in at point guard. Artest is out there with Caron Butler. Then it's Stevenson, and it's Scola in at the 5, home in the paint. Here's Clutch, right now averaging 31 points a game. No good with the layup.
Nice job defensively. The rotations were there. They really challenged that shot. Second chance is such a huge part of his game. He's really good on the offensive glass.
Up with it. And Paul with the basket on the assist by Green.
Now, you have to have such a great feel for the ball to get a finger roll like that to go.
Here's Clutch. It's blocked. And here are the Hornets. They haven't trailed by more than 7. Paul gets to Okafor. He's guarded by Stevenson. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. That one misses for Okafor. Dallas with the ball. Now here's Stevenson. They set the pick. Here's Clutch. 5 to shoot. From past the arc. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
It's like there's a lid on the rim right now, guys. He just can't make a thing.
And it's got to be terribly frustrating. I mean, Steve, you were a great shooter, but you've got to find a way to work out of it, and I think he will.
And then drops, so they now lead by 1. David West, he's checked in for Emeka Okafor. Pau Gasol is checked in for the Mavericks. And so Paul nails both of them. Here's Clutch. He's got 8. Defended by Paul. Here's Clutch. Goes up. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. 6 points for Pau Gasol.
You know, if their plan was to keep going inside a ton, it sure has paid off. I mean, it seems like every bucket they get is in the lane.
Well, no reason to take an outside shot if you're scoring at will from inside the paint.
Here's Clutch. Ariza covering. Outside Butler. And the pass to Gasol. 6 on the shot clock. Scola against West. And the basket by Scola.
They are just lighting him up from mid-range area.
You know, sometimes we forget about the value of the mid-range or in-between game. This team has made 8 of their last 10 with that shot, the in-between shot.
And West backs in. And Gasol sends it back.
Boy, both clubs really battling under the boards.
Yeah, and, you know, Steve, the rebounding story really mirrors the game at large. I mean, it's been pretty much tit for tat, neck and neck.
Green, the pass to Paul. Back to Green. And stolen by Scola.
Now you wonder why his team's losing. He keeps giving the ball away time after time.
Here is Paul, averaging 20 points per game. Time called here. The Hornets decide to talk it over.
The coach doesn't look pleased at all. He's going to try to iron things out.
Teams that make their free throws. They're so tough down the stretch. Let's check out the best. Second, the Mavericks.
And that's why this is an aggressive team, guys. I mean, they want to get to the rim because with that shooting percentage, why wouldn't you want to shoot free throws?
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Mahimi's checked in, and it's Jefferson in for Ron Artest. Tipped away. Out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Let's take a look at Dallas. Here in the middle of the season, they're in great shape, sitting atop the conference. And, of course, the New Orleans Hornets, way down the ladder.
Seeing where the Mavericks are, they've continued their outstanding play. I mean, they're definitely one of those teams that everybody has in their sights again this year.
Well, you know, this is a team that doesn't have any glaring weaknesses. I mean, they're strong across the board on that roster. And I think as long as they stay solid and they stay healthy, it wouldn't surprise me if they made a strong push into the playoffs.
Some nice passing. And Terry up top, headed by Green. Here's Clutch. Here's Gasol. The second chance bucket is good. Gasol's got his third bucket of the night. Here's Banks. 32 seconds left in the first half. Kicks it to Green. Over Terry. And Green gets it to go. Green's got 7. Mavericks leading by 4. Terry dishes to Gasol. Here's Clutch. Puts up a 3. Can't get it to go. We're back. We're live in New Orleans after this.
And welcome fans to HB at the Half. We're well into the NBA season. Let's get things rolling. Mavericks playing well up to the break. They've been pounding the ball inside, scoring a ton of points in the paint. Luis Scola's been tearing it up against the Hornets. After 2, he's got 6 points. Is also working on the other end of the floor. Nice defensive work. And this dedicated Hornets team is weathering the storm. Way too many turnovers. They've been coughing it up. They've got to cut down on the miscues. David West is still looking to get going. Just can't find anything going for himself. He's shooting under 30% from the floor. Some games going on earlier on. Let's check them out from around the league. At Phillips Arena, the Hawks with a win over the Nuggets. They ended up just cruising to victory in that one. And another game that wrapped up, Portland with a loss to the Bulls out at United Center. Can't quite pull it out at the end, coming up short by 3. LaMarcus Aldridge led them in scoring. And now here's what's going on in the rest of the association. The Rockets in Houston took the win over the Spurs. They stay hot with that one, only dropping 1 game in their last 6. Kevin Martin led the team in points. And now we send you back out to the game. Thanks so much.
And we welcome you back to the festive Big Easy, New Orleans, Louisiana, on a gorgeous evening. Here's Terry. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Hornets. Ariza is the 3 with West and Okafor rounding out the front court. Willie Green out there with Chris Paul. And that one misses. And the second free throw, good.
Had a miss on that trip, but still made this a 2-possession lead.
Just 5 on the clock. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And that one falls for Paul. And so Paul nails both of them. Here's Clutch. Now Okafor defending. Back to Scola. Here's Clutch, defended by Paul. Nice shot by Terry. Terry's got his second bucket of the night. Here's Paul. He's got 6. He feeds it to West. Bunny shot. The shot misses. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Scola inside. West is there. Butler. Offensive rebound. Here's Clutch. Launches it. Good. And it's an 8-point Maverick lead.
You give him any kind of space, he's going to knock that down.
Here's Paul. Green with the ball. Here's West. Releases from the wing and drills it. West has got his 3rd basket of the night.
That's 10 straight points on mid-range jump shots.
You know, to paraphrase a Bible verse that says love covers over a multitude of sins, good shooting does the same thing in basketball.
Here's Clutch. He's got 13. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. He's got 15.
Well, they haven't been getting lit up from outside here. All the points they're giving up are from in close. They've got to offer more resistance.
Yeah, defense has to get better, Clark. They've got to body up, bump somebody, get physical, force the action back out to the perimeter.
6 to shoot. He gathers. Okafor kicks to Paul. Great ball movement. Tries again. And David West, the bucket on the assist by Ariza. West has got 8 points.
Look at their scoring. Mid-range jumpers account for 6 of their last 10 points.
Well, defensively, they're doing a nice job of keeping them out of the paint, but you got to give them credit. They're knocking down shots.
And the basket by Scola.
Everything's going right now. 4 for 5 shooting, 80%. They got their offense clicking.
Rest outside. Gasol covering. West passes to Paul. Shot from the low block. And he knocks down the jumper. Paul's got 4 points in the quarter. Here's Clutch, defended by Paul. And the whistle blows as the basket counts in a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. Bellinelli, he's checked in for New Orleans. The and one is good, so a three-point play that time. The Hornets trail by 9. And here is Paul. He's got 8. The 3. Ariza with the bucket. Ariza's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Clutch, defended by Paul. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. You're looking at the list of the NBA's top shooters from behind the arc for the past month. You take a look at Jason Terry, 3rd in the NBA. He's someone that, if you leave him alone, he's going to knock it down.
You know, it's really fascinating, Kevin, to think about how these guys are shooting the ball better from behind the arc than some players are shooting from the free throw line. I mean, that's saying something right there. Impressive.
Same could be said about him. Another sniper. He'll hurt you from three-point land. Here's Paul. Defended by Gasol. From 20 feet out. And Scola pulls it down. Scola's got 6 rebounds in the game. Now Okafor defending. And Butler backing him in. It's a look. And Scola with the basket on the assist by Butler. That's 10 points for Luis Scola. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And obviously, Coach doesn't want them giving up all these inside buckets. They need to do a better job of moving their feet, staying in their stance, and keeping their man in front of them.
1:56 left to play here in the third. Bellinelli for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Terry outside. Here's Clutch, defended by Paul. Here's Clutch. David West grabs the miss. Excellent D there from Okafor. Now Paul. 8 points for him. Rest outside. 18 feet away. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Clutch, defended by Paul. Feeds to Butler. Paul against Terry. Lock at 6. Good look. Again, the miss by Gasol.
That's a good shot, high percentage.
Can't complain about that one.
Here's Bellinelli. Right now averaging 5 points a game. Gets it to go. Here's Clutch. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Chris Paul covering. Screen by Scola. Off the screen. Offensive rebound. Here's Clutch. Connects from three-point range. 23 points in the game.
Now, slight advantage for them in the rebound category. They've got to continue their work on the glass.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they're on the right side of the ledger, and that is all that matters to them right now with the lead they have.
Let's see what the Dallas Mavericks have coming up. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game marks the start of a 5-game homestand, the longest of the season.
At the line for the Hornets. Neko. 2 shots.
That free throw missing, so it's both teams making substitutions here. He hits the second from the line. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? The Mavericks on top. They're up by 8.
Coming up next Monday, Dwight Howard and the Orlando Magic take on Ron.
So as we get rolling here in the fourth, let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, for our Sprite Spark. Doris, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. It's the Mavericks with the spark of the game with that big push we saw. It was lockdown defense in the second quarter that allowed them to build this lead they now enjoy. Another quarter with that kind of defensive intensity will be more than enough to close this game out, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. That run has made a difference, guys. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's what got them off and going.
Yeah, they were really able to seize the momentum at that point, and they just rode.
So with Gasol on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. Clutch, he's in at point guard. Jefferson out there with the test. And there's Ian Mahim. And it's Stevenson in at the shooting guard position. And the first one drops.
Story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
Mavericks leading by 9. Shoots the 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Well, you've got to get the ball out of his hands, bring an extra defender, and force somebody else to beat you.
I agree with you. Make him give it up.
Jet with it. Outside, Green. And here is Jack. And our test over to help. Pocket 4 from the post. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot, pushing 2. And now we'll look at the upcoming schedule for the New Orleans Hornets. They host the Spurs after this one. That will complete this 4-game homestand.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
This is what they need to do in the second half to come out with a win. It's not the only thing, but when you convert free throws at the other end, you put a lot of pressure on the opponent to play solid defense against you.
He doesn't get the second one. Mavericks leading by 11. Even numbers, 4 on 4. So the whistle blows on the shot clock. 2 free throws for the contact right there. And free throw good for Jefferson. He hits one and misses the second attempt on the free throw line. And here are the Hornets. A 12-point game. To the inside. Here's Jack. Finds himself wide open.
Just an unbelievable display of offense here, too.
Well, it's like every shot that goes up finds its way to the room. I mean, every player is scoring.
And the Mavericks call time out here.
I think Coach saw it all. You got to make sure everyone's following the game plan.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's here. Guys, good chance for them to slow down.
Yeah, I agree. You got to use clock right here.
Score all up and down. That's it, 5. Can't get this anything. The Hornets are by 8. Don't just let me work what he sees from his offense.
It's just like what I mean, man. Easy to check. You can get a lot of shots. I mean, this is what I'm talking about.
easy to start off.
Here's the three. Gets it to go. 33 points in the game.
Another three. You've just seen a barrage from long range here in the second half.
Well, lazy. And defensively, it's hard to deny that. I mean, that's a lot of ground to cover when the team stretch out like they do.
She's from the corner.
Just losing to finish this one.
Barnes said something catastrophic. Looks like they'll go home all night victory.
Here's your rain. And the first ball. They get the ball so. Green. Here's Cherry. 1-2 left to play in the fourth.
No question about it. That will be all shooter.
It's by Paul.
I don't know, Marcus. It's over now.
Yeah, I agree with this. This is all but over.
Green. Goes up. The touch by Terry. Here's Clutch. There's the green. And that was good. And the Mavericks lead by 14.
Yeah, there's nothing but the result.
Rain and Reese tonight, and that played a big role in you guys getting the win. Did they keep calling plays for you to do that, or did it just happen?
It mostly happened within the regular flow of our offense. We have a lot of plays where it's my job to try to spot up and get an open look. And tonight I had those looks and I kept on getting the ball. Luckily, I was able to take advantage of it. We were able to ride that and the team's overall good play to the win.